I like the way that he doesn't look like a footballer, this sort of gangly ball of arms and legs who just seems to be in the right place all the time.
Müller is redefining a position for which there is no real name, because his movement is completely unlike that of any other player I can think of.
He's quite an old-fashioned sniffer for a goal. People overlook the importance of that.
It's difficult to know what he's good at, but he seems to be very, pretty good at anything he tries.
Miroslav Klose broke the goal-scoring record for Germany. Statistics suggest that it's not going to be long before Thomas Müller probably overtakes Klose.
He's probably going to beat the all-time record for number of goals scored in the World Cup final tournament.
That German expression that I can't quite pronounce about him being a space finder.
I believe he refers to himself as a Raumdeuter, which is an interpreter of space. I presume that means he's very good at finding, maybe running into weird angles and weird lines that mere sentient beings like you and I would struggle to find or even think of.
I also quite like the fact that Thomas Müller is actually the most common name in Germany. So he's this kind of all-rounder who doesn't specialise at anything, basically the equivalent of someone called John Smith, who's kind of the 5th best player in the world. I quite like that.
5 goals at the World Cup this year, along with the Champions League, the benchmark competition. Too often we forget how important decisiveness is. He's a decisive player, he's as decisive as they come.
I think it's a bit too high. It doesn't make me dream, it doesn't make, he brings you points. At Bayern Munich, he wins you games sometimes for Germany. I'm not a big fan. I think top 5 is a bit too high.
But isn't he the kind of player who makes, technically less proficient footballers like yourself dream? Because, you think, I haven't got the skills of a Ronaldo or a Messi, but, I have this instinct.
He has this way of just appearing in the right spaces to be menacing and dangerous, and he has the ruthlessness to make the most of that space-finding brilliance.
He shouldn't even be in the top 40.
There's something really irritating about his facial reactions.
Smashed some incredible records.
And then another record, and then another record.
Perhaps the greatest striker in the world at the moment.
I don't think there's any other player who's worked so hard at being the absolute best he could be.
I would not have any of the 3 of them within an ass's roar of the top 50.